Retinols are quite good ingredients that you would want to include in your skincare routine, especially if you're of age. If you're up to 25 and above, is an ingredient that will help in increasing cell turnover, help in exfoliating your skin, and help in reducing the appearances of fine lines, wrinkles, and that means it is anti-aging. It is something that you want to include in your skincare routine, but it's not an ingredient that you should joke with. That is the essence of this video. There are some tips that you should have at the back of your hand before starting your tretinoin or your retinol journey. That is what this video is all about. You do not want to cause harm in the process of trying to look good, or in the process of trying to get a beautiful skin. So you do not want to cause more harm to your body. So that is why you should watch this video to the end, because you would be learning all you need to know before starting your retinol journey. Or if you started already, in this video you'll be learning why it is not working for you, or better ways to use it to maximize the effect of the retinol in your product. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're stopping by for the very first time, you're welcome. Please do not leave without clicking the subscribe button. Click on the red notification bell and turn it on so that you always get notified each time we post beautiful videos like this. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you so much. Keep watching. Now let's talk about retinol. Retinol is a popular ingredient, but is not one to joke with. That is the essence of this video. If you are starting your retinol journey, or you want something anti-aging in your routine, or you want something that would help with cell turnover, exfoliating your skin, and fighting acne, yes, so you want to watch this video to the end, or send it to someone that you know that needs to see this video. If you are up to 25 and above, then this video is definitely for you. Stick around and watch. Now, in your routine, you need an exfoliant. Yes, there are many exfoliants that you might want to try out. The benzoyl peroxide, there is the salicylic acid, there are a whole lot of them, the AHAs, the arbutin, and all of that. Yes, but retinol is not as mild as all these ones I just mentioned. So if you have retinol in your routine already, you might want to watch this video to the end, because you might not be getting the maximum benefit of that, and for you not to ruin your skin in the process, you want to watch and know and learn everything you need to know about retinol and tretinoins. So retinol, they are natural form of vitamin A, which helps for your skin elasticity, reducing fine lines, oiliness, fighting acne, and all of that. So if you have bumpy acne, you have fresh acne, you have fighting acne, you have breakouts, you have oily skin, you need this exfoliant. But in what way? How are you supposed to use it? Now let's start by saying there are retinoids can come in different forms. Yes, tretinoids are also from the retinoids family. Yes, but we are talking about retinol for today. This can come in form of a face wash, it can come in form of a serum, it can come in form of a cream. There are retinol creams, but one thing you need to know is that this ingredient is not one to joke with. In the process of trying to get a beautiful clear skin, in the process of trying to use this anti-aging ingredient, you do not want to ruin your skin in the process. That is the essence of this video. Now stick around and watch to the end. Now this product, this ingredients rather, is not one to joke with. It's something you should know at the back of your hand. All you need to know about it before you venture into it, before you journey into it, before you add it to your skincare routine, you should know how to make use of this ingredients, because it's not one that you would want to joke with. Now, first of all, this is very nice for your anti-aging purpose. It is going to help with cell turnover, that is making you look younger, making you appear younger, and it's also going to help in reducing the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and aging signs. It is also very good for acne. If you have acne, then you want to add it to your skincare routine. This is what retinol does. Now I have a beautiful one here in form of a serum. Is the Pymai Retinol C Serum. So one thing about retinol is, what are you pairing it with? First off, you do not want to pair your retinol with vitamin C. Yes, do not pay. It's not like vitamin C is another active like that, but it doesn't go well with vitamin C. This is something I've noticed along the line of using retinol. It doesn't go well, it doesn't sit well for me with vitamin C. I have an oily skin, and maybe that is why it doesn't sit well with vitamin C. And then it's not something that you want to use alongside other actives, and it's something that you want to use only at night. First off, let's start with that. You want to use retinol only at night. And it's not something that you want to use alongside salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide. Do not use, on the nights that you'll be using, do not use any other active. How do I use my retinol serum? First off, I wash my face with a very mild face wash. It could be a bar soap, a very mild bar soap that does not have any active, that does not include any active, because you do not want to irritate your skin. Too many actives can irritate your skin. That is one thing you have to know. So first off, I wash my face with my Dove Pink Bar. For the night that I want to use retinol, I wash my face with Dove Pink Bar, then I let it sit and dry and air dry. Then after that, I go in with a soothing toner, a mild soothing toner, not a toner that has an active, just a mild simple soothing toner. Then I also allow it to air dry before I now go in with the serum. This by my serum, just 3 drops of this on my face, and then I rub it in, and then I allow it to sink into my skin before I go in with a light moisturizer. It could be the simple moisturizer, it could be any light moisturizer that does not have any active in it. One thing again you need to know about retinol is that you want to acquire the sandwich method. What do I mean by the sandwich method? You do not want to apply it at the end of your routine. You do not want to apply it at the beginning of your routine. It has to be sandwiched. It has to be at the center of all other products that you are using it with. That is why first off, you have to have a mild cleanser for it, and then you would want to have a mild toner, and then maybe serum. That is why I do not want the cream, the retinol cream. I always go for serums because I don't like having my retinol at the end of the routine, So I like having it sandwiched. So that is why get a serum instead, and then at the end of your routine have a light moisturizer. You need to moisturize very well. And one thing again is that when you are dealing with retinols, you must have a sunscreen in your routine. It is not something that you joke with. You must have a sunscreen, because even if you as you did not apply it during the day and you did at night, and then you go out the next day without applying a sunscreen, you are exposing yourself to the harmful rays of the sun, and you can get burnt, because this is not a mild product. It is not a mild ingredient. Retinol is not a mild ingredient. You can burn your skin, you can irritate your skin, and you can cause inflammation to your skin, and then you start having redness and all of that. So that is why you must have a sunscreen in your routine if you want to start using retinol and all of those actives. Please, when you are using retinol, do not include any other active in your skincare routine. I reacted to retinol sometimes because I paired it with vitamin C serum. Now again, you might, if you want to add any other serum to it, it should be hyaluronic acid serum. Now you can go in with a face wash, a soothing toner, then you can also go in with your hyaluronic acid serum. Make sure it is purely hyaluronic acid serum. Then after air drying, then you can now go in with this and then use a lightweight moisturizer for those that have oily skin. But if you do not have oily skin, you can go ahead to use your heavy moisturizer. If you have dry skin, you can go ahead to use your heavy moisturizer, but make sure it does not contain any other active. That is what I'm trying to point out in this. This retinol is not something that you joke with. If you have acne and you are scared of try, there are other actives that you could try to heal your acne, like the benzoyl peroxide, like the panoxyl face wash and all of that. You can try out the benzoyl peroxide, you can try out adapalene gel before trying retinol, because retinol is not a child's play, sort of. It's not a child's play. It's not something that you joke around with. So if you are starting your acne, you have acne and you want to heal it, first of all, try a benzoyl peroxide wash and start with a lower percentage, because all these things comes in percentage. You can start with a lower percentage. It has the 4%, 0.4%. I think I have a video on that, so I would leave in the description box. And also it also has the 10%, so you want to check and start with a lower percentage. That's what I'm trying to say. But if by the end of the day you've tried all of these and it's not working for you, this is when you can now try adding retinol to your skincare. But it is not something that you just add without knowing what you are adding. That is what I'm trying to explain in all of this. And again, it's not for this video, I'm not talking about, there are many retinol products out there. It could be face fat, it could be Esteline, it could be anyone that works for you, but this primary is just okay for me. It's not too costly, and then I can easily get it. So do what works for you, but trust me that when you want to add this to your routine, make sure you take all these steps, know how to use it, and please do not use this more than twice in a week. Do not use this more than twice in a week. It is super active. It is very, very active. You do not need to use this more than twice. And also pair it with moisturizers when making use of this. And do not forget to wear sunscreen any day you are going out, as long as you are leaving your house, or sometimes even if you are at home, just make sure that you are using your sunscreen. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching our video today. See you next time.